before I get out of here for now, I just want to ask you about a couple of other fights going around the sport, other fighters. You talking about God a lot and your faith. It reminds me of Rolly a little bit, who's gotten very headstrong into his faith. And
well, that's great. I'm happy to hear that he's establishing a relationship with God, and God's only going to help him. That's only going to help him. That's only going to make him better. And I definitely know this because I know this firsthand. I mean, the miracles that have happened in my life, they cannot be nobody else but God. I know that I serve the only true God, and I will forever serve him till the Lord picks me up. And we have big things happening, and that's all because of God. Mm-hmm. God said things that we're ready for it, and whenever we're ready for it, God's gonna give it to us, and that's what it is.
So yeah, he's been headstrong into it, and is talking about it a lot. Again, heading into his fight with Teofimo. Teofimo is a little bit of a favorite when it comes to betting, and he's moving up to the 147-pound division to fight for Rolly's belt. What are your thoughts on that fight, man? Do you see it leaning towards either way, towards either fighter?
I think Teofimo is a hell of a fighter, very intelligent fighter, and I know both of them, right? Mm-hmm. And but I think Teofimo's going to be a little too much for Rolly. I think he's going to be a little too technical, and he knows how to box and how to put pressure, and so when he needs to, and so I think definitely Theo got it.
Rolly's been with Salas now, the trainer. Mm-hmm. His third, he had 3 fights with him now, and in that Ryan fight, he was more of a counterpuncher with his timing and his power, more patient and kind of outboxed.
Well,
Ryan.
That's good.
Yeah. Is that the better? Does that make it a more difficult fight for Theo?
It does make it a little bit more difficult for Theo, but I still lean on Theo because I think first and foremost, he's my friend. Second, I think that he got the tools necessary to. Who's the favorite?
Theo by a little bit.
Okay, yeah. Theo. Uh-huh. That's what I thought too. You know what I mean? So, I think that he's gonna be able to capitalize on just the little mistakes that Rolly does.
What's he got to do to disarm that bomb a little bit, to not get caught by the timing and the power of Rolly? How do you?
I think he has a box. He has a box and uses his ring generalship. Boxing to the left, boxing to the right. Using your feints and keeping your hands up tight because Rolly comes with those bombs. So you have to be able to catch him up here. Don't have your guard down here or be doing this. No.
That's usually how he fights, though. Too.
Yeah, but
not a high guard guy.
Yeah, you gotta. Well, I hope that I see some improvement in the fight right from round 1 that he has his hands up. If he has his hands up here, touching his temples up here, I think he'll be all right. Mm-hmm. Because Rolly throws those haymakers.
Mm-hmm. Is it tough when you're as a fighter, when you're in the position Tio is, and you've been a great fighter, but you get thoroughly outboxed by a fighter like Shakur? Is that tough to have a turnaround in your next fight and be the champion?
Well, it's. I mean, I don't think that I was totally outclassed by any fighter.
Right.
But
not shut out like that.
But the last Mosley fight, I had nothing. Right, He made me get down to 54. I had nothing. So, I wasn't competitive at all with that fight. So, I don't know. Yeah. I think that Theo just gonna be a little too much for him. I mean, I like Rolly too. He's a cool dude. I have no problem with him, but I just think that, I think that Theo got it.